Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are gonna get into a great story time today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more of these videos. I'm gonna keep popping them out every few days. Probably gonna go for like 3 videos a week. I don't know. We're gonna see where this goes. We are gonna see where this goes. So hey guys, we're gonna jump right into it. Here we go. Before the world went completely insane with the pandemic, my friends and I always loved to meet up together at my place and do what every good best friend hangout would consist of, whether it be sitting around watching YouTube videos, or us playing a massive amount of video games, or even watching our favorite animes. Since I don't want their real names out there for obvious reasons, I'll call my friends Jin, Koneko, and Roller. These are their gamer tags. You guys seen them in Two Pals play. This is what we're gonna call them. When it came down to anime, we were definitely more otaku than weeaboo. And yes, people, there's a difference. Learn the terms. Best to describe the difference, it means we all watch anime, love anime, but otaku would wear a t-shirt of anime, but weeaboos are the type to take their love of anime to a completely drastic level, and some to an unhealthy amount. These dudes be Naruto running places, man. It's insane. But we aren't here to talk about anime preferences. No, we're here to talk about what happened when we went to eat at a Japanese food restaurant and why we never dined there again. Now, it takes a lot for me to stop going to a place called Turkey, but the manager who was in charge of that place that night definitely wasn't the nicest manager I've ever dealt with in my life. And she definitely made this experience not a good one. Now, the Japanese food place we went to was near my house, and it was perfectly distanced. You know, we didn't have to drive down any big highways, we didn't have to deal with any traffic, just not the kind of driving hassles we had to deal with on a Friday night. Now, we figured some sushi and some bento boxes would go great because we just got done watching our favorite animes, and this day went a little differently than we normally would go to there. Now, this day was different from the others in the sense that the restaurant was a little more full than usual, but not so much to the point that seating was going to be a problem for us. They seated us in the top corner of the restaurant next to the giant TV. Mind you, it's right above our table. So it's there, but it's not going to be in the way so much that it's going to bother us while we're eating. Now, the problem that we had that night only started when these other people walked into the restaurant. Now, these guys were typical sports-loving type of people, but they weren't the real obnoxious types. And what that means is they're not the obnoxious types that had the tattoos on their forehead of their favorite team and treated any other fan like they spat on their jersey. No. But they were excited to see that the game they wanted to watch was playing on the TV above us, and they asked the owner if she could turn it up a little bit. Now, we aren't the biggest sports fans. I mean, Roland and I went to games with our families here and there when we wanted to, but we weren't in the best mood to be hearing the game from the TV that was literally above us. And the server, a young girl we'll call Sarah. Sarah came up to us, gave us our waters, and asked if we needed anything else. So we asked her if she could lower the TV. She understands and she apologizes for the loud noise, so she goes back to chat with the manager of the restaurant about getting the volume lowered. Now, we are sitting there hoping that the noise would be lowered, but nope. The volume went from 5 to 10. Jin gives me this look, and he asks, "Did they just turn it up?" We all give each other this look. Koneko is literally sitting right next to the TV speakers, and she says, "What the hell are they doing?" The server comes back again and tries to get our order, but she can't hear us over the TV. I have to raise my voice a little and say, "Can you turn it down first?" She apologizes again, and she goes back to lower it. Now, you'd think they'd finally lower it again. Nope. The TV goes from volume 10 to volume 15. We finally stand up, walk right over to our server, and ask what they were doing. Now, Sarah gave us this worried look and said the manager didn't want to change the volume because more customers wanted the game turned up. We understood, but we said, can we change tables at least, because it's going to be really uncomfortable for us to sit there. Roller actually pointed out a table that was right next to the door, and it was open, and nobody was sitting at it. So we figured it would be perfect for us to sit at. Now, one of the people who was one of the sports fans actually came up and talked to us. She said, "I'm sorry, we were the ones who asked to turn it up. We didn't realize it was too loud for you guys. We'll help you talk to the manager if you guys need it." Now, these people were really cool, really nice. Like I said, they weren't the obnoxious type of sports fans, and we thanked them for offering their help. In enters the manager, a short Japanese woman who was not happy to see us at all. Little side note, let it be known, I used to work at this restaurant before for a short time. Definitely worth a separate story time, and there were always two managers, a husband and a wife. The husband was a cool guy, but the wife was an angry woman who hated dealing with customers. She'd usually just stay in the back and work in the kitchen, cleaning up over there, making the food. But her husband was not there that day, and here she is dealing with this situation. So she basically says she's not going to lower the TV because more people want it higher. I say, okay, fair enough. Can we at least move tables? And she gives us this annoyed and angry look and says there's nothing wrong with that table. You can sit there or you can leave. My friends and I tried to explain the situation, and even the server that was helping us was trying to help us move tables. But the manager was so adamant about us not moving tables and says to Sarah, our server, to shut up or she's fired. The sports fan from earlier even came to try and help us. Now he says, it's okay, we don't need the TV that high anyway, the game's practically over. The manager doubles down and says she's had enough and says, I'm not lowering the TV, this is my restaurant and I don't have to do anything. Now we're just standing there dumbfounded, like, I just can't believe this manager was being like this. She had really no reason to do this, but everybody asking her to do something and she's doubling down, just refusing. All she literally had to do was press a button on a remote and lower the TV. That's literally it. We're not asking her to make us the best food ever. We're not asking her to do anything else. Just press the button and lower the volume. That's literally it. And yet she's going off and off about not wanting to lower it and yelling at our server who was trying to help us. Now that just wasn't cool. Then our server, Sarah, raised her head and said, "That's it, I quit." She quit her job right in front of us. My friends and I had enough too, and we left. And following behind us was the sports team and a couple other people who were in the restaurant. The restaurant went from being almost full to having only a few people in it. And this lady is just standing there dumbfounded as to why everyone left the restaurant, as if the way she treated everyone was justified. So yeah, we never went back there again. Well, everyone else didn't. I did go back there a few months later, just getting my stuff to go because I didn't want to dine in because, you know, I didn't know what she would do if she saw my face again. Probably put something in the food. Trying to avoid that. And to think, all this could have been avoided if the manager just lowered the TV or just let us use another table that no one was using. I feel bad for the server. Sarah, if you're listening to this, shout out to you. So sorry you had to deal with that manager. Hope you're on to bigger and brighter things in the future. But yeah, we had to deal with a crazy manager that day. Someone who really was angry and did not want to deal with us that day at all. And over a very trivial manner too. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap up that video for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'm going to be uploading some more videos here and there. I got a special treat for you guys this Friday. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. And bye-bye.